Good morning. How the devil are you doing this fine day? Me? Well, I'm excited to be heading back to Germany tomorrow. Excited to meet up with the Volvo team again. Excited to test drive some electric machines as well. And I'm even more excited to bring you today's jam-packed show, which also features more than its fair share of electric machines. Now, although I didn't have a chance to squeeze it into today's show, I am planning to discuss the fact that the CITB has set aside just a fraction, £9.5 million for an administrative blunder. We'll get to that after the show, so please stick around for that. So, without further ado, let me roll the intro, post the question of the day, and get this show on the road. Welcome to the Breakfast Show. I'm your host, Mark Anthony. It is Thursday, the 10th of November, and as that remarkably persistent guy just said, welcome to the Breakfast Show. I am your host, Mark Anthony. In today's show, we have a double dose of Liebherr, including a walk around of the company's remarkable Bauma 2022 exhibition stand. Wacker Neuson is helping to turn Barcelona green. We're looking back at what Sunward showed at Bauma, and we have the most flexible and agile excavator in the world. Plus, we're trying to find the perfect application for electric equipment, and we're going to get to all of that in just a second. But first, let's see who among the rich and the shameless will be celebrating a birthday on this day of days. Happy birthday! I'm just going to pause very quickly to say very good morning to Pauline Fletcher, founder of Demo Safe in Australia. Pauline, you may not know this, but if you come onto the show for the first time, you get a very warm welcome, and that's your warm welcome, the confetti. Many thanks indeed for joining us. I'm not entirely sure what time of day it is in Australia. I can't imagine it's particularly early, but thank you very much indeed for being here. And I'm going to say a very quick good morning to Nick Drew and Jim Turner, who have just joined us. Now, I was talking about birthdays, wasn't I? It's many happy returns to theologian Martin Luther and to former British monarch George II. Happy birthday also to Invisible Man actor Claude Rains, the creator of some of the most remarkable movie scores in history, Ennio Morricone, and to the man who will forever need a bigger boat, Jaws actor Roy Scheider, to lyricist Tim Rice, musician Greg Lake, who apparently still believes in Father Christmas, Simply Red drummer Chris Joyce, author Neil Gaiman, and actor Hugh Bonneville. But far, far, far more importantly, a very happy birthday to a Welsh actor who played me, sort of, in the movie Cleopatra. Mark Anthony himself, you know, the other one, the one that isn't married to J-Lo and the one that doesn't do this show, Richard Burton. Many happy returns to them, one and all. And I can tell you, it is 6 p.m. in the evening, down under. So thank you very much indeed for joining us. This is actually called The Breakfast Show. It's not The Breakfast Show, but it is The Breakfast Show. It's probably the evening show over in Australia, and we've got another newcomer there. Philip L. I can't even see what that says. My type is too small, but thank you very much indeed for being here, Philip. I'm going to give you your welcome confetti before I actually start the show proper. Thank you very much indeed for joining us on LinkedIn, Philip. Thank you indeed. Now, I have tried, but I believe, let me get rid of that. I've tried, but I think I've failed to convey the sheer magnitude of the Liebherr stand at Bauma 2022. I could talk endlessly about the size of the stand, the size of the equipment, the sheer number of machines on display, but none of that could give you a true understanding of the scale of it all. Thankfully, while I was off eating pretzels and generally arsing about, my son Fred took his brand new action cam for a walk among the giants. See? Told you it was big. Now, just in case our friend Jim Turner is in the chat, and I've just spotted him actually, I promised to send him a link to the music playlist we've been using for the past few weeks. Jim, you can find that in the chat. Let me have a look. I'll see if I can find it. I can't see it for looking now. Let me just have a very quick look, make sure it's come through. I tell you what, let's do it the easy way. I'm going to post it again. You should look at see the music playlist coming up in the chat right there. A couple of other bits and pieces to address. Our friend Pauline from Down Under says she can't see the footage. Pauline, I've just checked it on my iPhone. It seems to be coming through loud and clear there, and also on my other monitor as well. So, yeah, I think it may be a problem at your end. So my apologies for that. I'm going to throw this one up very quickly. Our friend Steve Williamson. Morning, Steve. Just seen our second video. We'll be bringing that to you on Monday, actually. Just want to say your partner in crime, he is awesome with that camera and the way he puts the videos together, awesome. My new best friend. I should be sure to pass that on to Fred just as soon as I see him today. Question of the day. We'll come back to the question of the day, and we'll keep rolling on with all of this. Was there anything else I needed to address? Yes, we're going to go back to Steve Williamson again. At the end of the show on Sunday, seeing the Liebherr stand with all the new machine working and buckets in the air, horns blasting was amazing. Never witnessed anything like it. I wish I'd seen that, actually, but there you are. And I'm going to throw this one up very quickly. You forget how much stuff Liebherr actually produces. You're definitely right. Now let's have a look. Beautiful music. When is Frank D'Angelo? Where is Frank D'Angelo from Perth? I think Frank tends to hang out over on LinkedIn, not on LinkedIn, on Instagram. And we don't broadcast live to Instagram with this show, but we do with the other shows, and we'll be doing more of that in the future. Now, I feel like I've gone off on a bit of a tangent, so let's get this thing back on track.
The Miller GT series heralds a new era of unrivaled power and cutting-edge intelligent coupler technology, increasing job site safety, machine versatility, and productivity. It's the added versatility that you need at the value you can afford. To find out more, visit millergroundbreaking.com.
It's weird how these things pan out. As you know, I'm off to Germany tomorrow with the fine folks at Volvo, but that wasn't actually my first choice. My first choice was actually a trip to Barcelona for the Spanish leg of the World Rallycross Championships. Unfortunately, for me at least, the Barcelona race took place right in the middle of Bauma. However, thanks to the equally fine folks at Wacker Neuson, I can still call by my favourite city in the world.
We are here in the heart of Barcelona where some water piping works are being carried out. This is one of the first in Spain just using zero-emission machinery. The machinery is being used for all the process, from breaking, excavating, pipe laying, backfilling, and compacting. For us, Wacker Neuson gives us the edge to keep the top quality and constant innovation. This is not a punctual or a long construction site. We are trying to set up the regulations and the framework for the next construction site with zero-emission machinery. We're always seeking to be one step further and being pioneers on the sector. And this only can be made with a strong and fully involved partner as Wacker Neuson.
La maquinaria con menos emisiones de la que tenemos a día de hoy, que forme parte de la regulación y que finalmente lleguemos al objetivo de tener cero emisiones en toda la maquinaria de obras que funciona dentro de la ciudad. Por tanto, soy optimista y creo que ha de ser uno de nuestros objetivos para trabajar en coherencia con el resto de elementos que están en la ciudad que están trabajando por las cero emisiones.
Aguas de Barcelona tiene el firme compromiso de trabajar por la acción climática de manera estructural y generando cambios sistémicos en la sociedad, en las ciudades y en el territorio.
Pensamos que el futuro está en que entre todos vayamos progresivamente tendiendo hacia unas obras que se puedan hacer con este tipo de maquinaria para que todas las partes vayamos comprometiéndonos en la utilización.
The union with rental business and Wacker Neuson is the perfect example of the circular economy. All the market is talking about this and is working for making a better future.
Para Sorigué, el uso de maquinaria cero emisión es un paso natural en nuestro negocio. Hace más de una década iniciamos una transformación ecológica en nuestros vehículos y maquinaria.
A special feature of this construction site is the test use of battery boxes, which make it possible to supply several machines and construction site infrastructure with energy at the same time, even if no powerful electrical grid connection is available.
What impresses most is that the productivity of the zero emissions machinery is just the same of the conventional machinery, but just with larger environmental benefits. The requirements of the United Nations 2030 agenda make the zero emissions machinery a catalyst for a real change under construction.
Is it just me, or does anybody else now have a craving for paella and a walk down Las Ramblas? I certainly do. Just on that subject, obviously that was a city centre, Barcelona, greatest city in the world, in my humble opinion. But we are asking today, our question of the day, in fact, and I'm going to post it again just to be absolutely sure that everyone's got it. There you are. It's in the chat. What is the perfect application for an electric machine? Be interested to get your take on that. And I'm delighted to say that Pauline Fletcher, founder of DemoSafe down in Australia, now has footage, in which case you'll get to see this. You can't see it, but behind me there is a packed bag, and I'm all set for my journey back to Germany tomorrow. But before I do it physically, let's do it in video form. I'd like to think we are now past the point of headlines proclaiming that the Chinese are coming. To varying degrees, they are already here. Lugong has made some great inroads. XCMG is clearly eyeing Europe with increasing levels of interest. And Sany are kicking around somewhere as well. But their fellow Chinese counterparts, Sunward, also put on an impressive display in the Bavarian rain. I've no idea what the UK distribution situation is with Sunward at the moment. I know they were here, then it felt like they were gone. I've no idea if they've come back. If they haven't, when they might. Either way, we are going to be sticking with all things Bauma. Right after this.
Since the finance bill came into effect in April, the construction industry has seen a surge of fuel thefts. The rising cost of living has placed an additional risk of theft by employees and contractors, as well as opportunistic thieves. By using diesel dye and placing warnings of its use, you are sending a clear message that this is your fuel.
Bauma was very much a mixed bag, a melting pot. Old rubbed shoulders with new. While electric and hydrogen machines grabbed the headlines, diesel still held sway on the vast majority of machines. And there was the usual heady mix of the weird and the wonderful. And they really don't come much more weird or wonderful than the Menzie Muck. I wouldn't even know where to begin operating that, but one person within our ranks already has. I remember operating one at QTS Group. It was a Euromac. Then once you got your head around all the buttons, it was a great bit of kit. Not entirely sure I would get my head around all the functions, but as the algorithm said, was it difficult? I don't think I could wrap my head around all the additional dimensions. It's that thing again, isn't it? Rubbing your stomach and patting your head. Way too many controls to worry about there. But if anybody else has operated the Menzie Muck or the very similar Kaiser machine, which was also on display at Bauma, I'd love to hear from you. In the meantime, let me roll this one. We've been talking most of the morning, all related to our question of the day, about the ideal application for an electric machine. And if ever there was a prime application for electric equipment, it is surely in the field of recycling. Not only does electric equipment reflect the environmental and sustainability aims of the recycling industry, but their equipment is often required to operate indoors, where emissions are a major consideration, all of which explains this. Yeah, hopefully by about this time tomorrow, I'll actually be behind the levers of an electric Volvo machine. I'll tell you how I got on early next week. I think we've got time for just one more very quick film, haven't we? Yet another. Let me try that again. It's another on the theme of electric machines. As I said previously about the Volvo machines being used in the recycling sector, there are some applications where electric just makes sense, regardless of your personal feelings towards them. And one of those applications is unquestionably underground. Yeah, as I'm off to play with some electric machines tomorrow, that seems like the perfect place to draw a veil over today's show.
Sorry to interrupt the guy with the funny glasses, but if you're enjoying this video, please hit the like button as it helps our channel. Or, better still, share this video with a friend or a colleague. Thank you. Right, back to Beardy.
Right, that pretty much wraps up the main part of this morning's show. Don't forget, even though I won't be here in person tomorrow, there will be a brand new episode of the Breakfast Show dropping at the usual time and in the usual place, so be sure to look out for that. In the meantime, I'm going to roll the outro in just a second before leaping gazelle-like over into the chat to see what you're all saying today, and it has been a very busy chat indeed. If you can't stick around for that, then please stay safe, look after yourself, your family, your friends, and your colleagues. Have a great day, have a great weekend, as I won't see you between now and then, and thanks for watching. But if you do have the time and the inclination, I'll see you on the other side of this.